Hey guys, what's up? It's NuclearVideosHD, and I'm back from my camping trip to tell you guys some tips on glitches and character tasks for the Springfield Squidport. Now, probably one of the most comments that I'm getting lately is that people cannot bypass the Itchy and Scratchy store quest. So, I didn't get this issue, but probably just because I sped it all up with donuts, but a lot of you guys are, so I'm going to tell you guys how you can easily fix it. Now, I'm kind of surprised that you guys didn't figure this out on your own. Really just because it's kind of the thing that would come to my mind first, and I don't know. But really, all you guys got to do is take the Itchy and Scratchy store that you just built, take it, put it in your storage, then take it back out, put it down on your Squidport, and then the quest should finish, and you should continue on to the next one. So I'm kind of surprised you guys didn't think of that on your own, but, you know, whatever. That's what I'm here for. So, anyway, I know that a lot of you guys, me included, when the Springfield Squidport was coming out, everybody was hoping that there'd be some permanent tasks for it. Now, it's kind of been disappointing, really. I mean, there was tons and tons of tasks that had to do with every single building on the Squidport, except for Planet Hype. And that was great. It was totally awesome. We got to see what the building animation looked like, which I'm always interested to see. But unfortunately, none of the buildings except for 2 have permanent tasks for them, which kind of sucks, kind of disappointing. And that's what makes Springfield Squidport sort of in the category with the Valentine's Day buildings and the Halloween buildings and, you know, all those. So, unfortunately, like I said, only 2 buildings can have characters go in them currently and permanently, and that's Mr. Burns and sort of Smithers and the Sea Captain. Now, obviously, Sea Captain's going to have at least one quest for the Springfield Squidport, which is kind of surprising that he only has one, which is his 8-hour task for working at the Frying Dutchman, which is his 8-hour task, which is pretty cool that we can still make him go there, but after a while you won't want to keep on sending him there and it'll get kind of boring. Now, I'm really surprised that he didn't have a task for his houseboat, which is kind of weird because he lives there and you'd think that he'd have some sort of task for that, which is kind of weird to me, but, you know, whatever. And then, which is really, really weird for me, is that Mr. Burns, out of all people, has a permanent task for the Squidport. He can ride the Ferris wheel, which you need to have Mr. Smithers as well, but I mean, it's just kind of weird that Mr. Smithers and Mr. Burns, out of all people, would have a task for the Squidport, which is a place that's fun, which, I mean, Mr. Burns isn't that kind of person who likes to have fun, but, you know, whatever. Who's complaining? We have another permanent task, but it's this 10-hour task, which you need Smithers too, so when you unlock the Springfield Squidport at level 15, you're probably not going to be able to make him do that task until you're about 22, I think, level 22 around there, so that kind of sucks for you guys, but you're not missing much. You don't even get to see him ride it. I mean, it's running and there's nobody on there. What a waste of electricity. Anyway, unfortunately, like I said, there's only 2 tasks that are permanent there, which is really stupid because I can think of a million other people in our town who can have tasks there. Make a poo shop at Turban Outfitters, make Bart go to the Itchy and Scratchy store, make Martin permanently go to the Crypto Barn. I mean, why are these tasks that people had once but they can't get again? No, it's all these tasks that we had, which we did have a Pooh go to the Turban Outfitters, but that's what's called a, you know, it really doesn't have a name, but we'll just call it a single task or something. I don't know. Just pretty much those are tasks that are only there to fit into the storyline, really. Now, if I can give an example, not really, but to keep the quest line going, we needed to make Bart shop at the Malaria Zone, and I think that they made us all have people go to each store just so we can see, you know, get sort of a taste of what each building has to offer, I guess. But if I can show you Homer, which I forget where he is. I think he's in here. There he is. If you look at Homer, Homer has the most tasks per person per costume. So his regular Homer costume has tons and tons of tasks. Now, he has 5 tasks that aren't even an hour long. He has a 45-second, a 3-minute, a 5-minute, a 10-minute, a 30-minute, and then, a 60-minute. There's 5 tasks that are under an hour. And then you have your 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, 16 hour, 20 hour, 24 hour, and then his 6-second cleanup Springfield task, But what I'm saying is that easily we could have tons of characters with their tasks crammed in like that. Now you see how Homer, he's the main character of the whole series, blah, 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 blah. That's why he has the most tasks, because they want to fit in as many things that Homer can do as possible, because he's done so much in the past 24 years. So that's pretty much why he has so many tasks. Now, if you have somebody like Fat Tony, he really doesn't have too many tasks. I mean, he's kind of a bad example because he has quite a bit of tasks. But if we can find somebody who's like not really that popular in the show, then that would work. Like Mole Man, he really doesn't do much in the show, so he doesn't have too many tasks. But, I mean, easily we can fit in tons of tasks for every other character. Now, pretty much every character has a certain amount of tasks that they all have, unless you have some exceptions, like, trying to think of that one person who doesn't even have a 1-hour task. Can't think of that person now. One of the characters, Shauna. Shauna doesn't have a 1-hour task, which is weird. But most characters are going to have a 60-minute, a 4-hour, an 8-hour, 12-hour, and a 24-hour, and usually, if they're lucky, a 16-hour. But some characters have tons more. Now, if we show you Bart, who has a task, unfortunately, we'll just look at that later. So, Bart has 2 10-minutes, which are kind of weird. A 30-minute, a 2-hour, a 3-hour, a 4-hour, a 6-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour, 24-hour. We could easily throw in a 16-hour task for our shop at the malaria zone, correct? We could easily throw in a 5-hour task for shop at the Itchy and Scratchy store. I mean, there's just tons of characters that we could just throw in tasks for. And Bart's not really too good of an example either, just because he already has, tons of tasks. Now, if we could find Martin, where I think he's at the library, or not anymore. I don't know where he went, but I know for a fact that he doesn't have a lot of tasks. So we could easily give him like a 5-hour shop at the Crypto Barn task, right? I mean, so I don't know why they do these, and I'm kind of running this long, just rambling about what I think they should add. But I don't know. I just think that they could have totally added way more tasks. Now, the Squidport is good because it's a permanent, build. So what that means really is that there's tons of room for updates and upgrades and added content, which is good. So maybe sometime in the near future we'll be seeing some more buildings that they forgot, like the Spaghetti Laboratory, It's a Wonderful Knife, Bloaters at the Seaport, the Davy Jones Hamper, all those buildings that they sort of forgot. We can see those added back in, and a lighthouse would be good too. I mean, we still got tons of room going this way, tons of room going this way, so there's still tons of room for more, content for the Squidport, which is good because maybe we'll have some more characters with tasks added there. But to be honest, our Squidport looks pretty barren, and I think that that's the reason why they added all these performers, because without the performers, this is what it would look like. Absolutely nothing. So I think that's probably why they added the performers and some of these moving decorations and buildings, just so it looks like something's going on there. So I do thank you for listening. I know I was kind of rambling on about, what they should add, what they shouldn't have added, blah, 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 blah. So thanks for listening. Make sure you guys subscribe. Also, if you guys want to get all the Springfield Squidport items for a lot less than you should, example is cheaper donuts, old items, all the current premium stuff for a lot cheaper than you should have to pay. Make sure you guys check out GamesZeno.com because they have tons of great deals for the Simpsons Tapped Out. And also, I just wanted to mention that I'm starting a sort of new mini-series for my top 10 favorite everything Simpsons Tapped Out, including buildings, decorations, top 10 favorites, top 10 least favorites, decorations, buildings, trees, fences, premium stuff, characters, all this sorts of stuff. So it should be sort of fun. I hope you guys will, you know, watch it and enjoy it. And that should be up sometime within this week. Maybe I'll upload 2 or 3 a week. And maybe, I don't know, I might not be able to upload anything else today. I got tons of finals I have to do tomorrow. So I probably flunked the first one that I had today. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Sorry for wasting 10 minutes. I didn't know it was going to go this long. Man, time flies when you're making videos, right? That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and subscribe.